why are the Falcons underperforming so much? And I guess you could ask this for the Saints as well.
No, I think, yes. I'll just answer it for both teams at this point, because they're certainly, I think, in the very same category where I can't draw the exact same, like, okay, because they obviously have different things besides just this one major overhaul point, I'm going to say, but you get what I'm saying. The main point that they both can agree on, both fan bases would agree on at this point, my quarterback room is holding back my team. There's no doubt about it. Like, that is definitely the main thing at this point. But I think the Falcons are different from the Saints in the sense of Falcons have a much more young, up-and-coming roster.
Right.
So it's like, that's why we had big expectations this year for the Falcons.
I thought they were going to be much better than they were.
But right, if you went back to first 4 weeks,
be the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah, it's like we went back to the first 4 weeks, we were gassing the Falcons heavy. But that's the thing, is because they have talent. They have a lot of talent. But right now, a lot of ways about their operation and scheme and a lot of things about them, I just am not a big fan of. But I think that's also, to Art Smith's credit, kind of the effect of having to deal with Taylor Heineke x how am I blanking on this man? Desmond Ritter. I haven't had to say his name in a few weeks. The Ritter x Heineke bandwagon is kind of like, I'm going to give him a little bit of credit. Whereas with Dennis Allen, I can't give him that same benefit of the doubt because he went and handpicked Derek Carr.
He handpicked Derek Carr?
Yes. That's his guy. If you didn't, I don't know how much that was like publicized outside of. Yeah, that's his guy. Whereas, so this is the thing. And again, like I have like a little rant prepared, but I'm not going to go into it because again, I don't try to get too homerish or anything. Right? Let's call it for what it is. The Saints are a joke. Like, I'm just going to call it for what it is. It's I wish it was funny, but it's not.
Yeah.
We had one of the easiest schedules I think you could ever have this season, and I didn't expect to be the greatest team ever, but I definitely, at every Saints fan would agree, you'd expect at least 10 wins out of the season.
Okay.
Looks like we're not headed towards that at all. Looks at this point we'd like lucky to get to 9, lucky to win the division. And again, I go back to, even if we do win the division, absolutely, what is the point? It's like what's the point?
It's because you're losing first. You're going to lose the first round,
right? It's like we're losing draft stock. We're gonna we're gonna have Dallas come over and we're gonna beat them. No, I don't. It doesn't matter if we're at home. None of that matters. The Saints are incompetent.
Oh my god,
poorly coached, lethargic, identityless, losing the locker room, old. 6 fucking things. And last thing I want to say about it, because we'll move on here, we'll get back to the Falcons, is that Mickey Loomis, every Saints fan will love him forever for everything he's done. But in NOLA, it's starting to become a question. Like, how much did we overvalue Mickey, maybe, and did we undervalue Drew and Sean? Like, it's starting to be a question.
Well, people are, I'm not going to go into it right now. We
undervalued them, but you know what I'm saying? We just overvalued Mickey versus how much he was doing.
Well, people are kind of saying that about Brett Veach, is he's riding really hard on the Mahomes pick. And now their roster is good, but it's like there's certain things that are just not there. But that's just kind of a narrative I've been seeing. I'm gonna say this hypothetical, then I'll let you finish up on the Saints, and then we can go finish up on the Falcons if you have anything else to say on them. Wild card round, NFC playoffs. Joshua Dobbs and Derek Carr face off.
Josh Dobbs is winning.
Yeah.
No doubt. Again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And actually, I'm sorry, because you said, it just reminded me. Last thing, I swear I'll move on for this. Derek Carr and his like happiness and smiles despite the fact that he came over here and we still suck. Can someone make it make sense to me? Oh, I'll tell you what it means.
I don't like
that check still cleared.
The check's still cleared. Y'all gave him a bag.
Shit is so stupid.
Anything you want to say on the Falcons? Bijan Robinson's elite.
Yeah, just Bijan and Jesse Bates, man. Absolutely elite. I can't say that Bijan's going to have an all-pro season because he's not going to, but it's in a few years, and then Jesse Bates very well could have the all-pro season this year.
I know they added like a lot of talent on their defense like this offseason, but I'm still impressed with how the Falcons have been playing on defense.
Oh, absolutely. Jesse Bates, biggest free agency addition this offseason, potentially, on defense, for sure.
So, talking about NOLA and Atlanta, 2 teams that are fighting for a playoff spot basically because their division is wide open, who can suck the least.